Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Manancho Thani, and as you can see from the title, I'm going to tell you guys three things that can help you make your day more productive. So let's start, shall we? Now first of all is making a to-do list. So if you can see up there, I have a few of the sticky notes stuck there, right? And one of them is a to-do list. Now what basically is a to-do list? A to-do list is something that you make a day before of all the tasks that you have to do the day after, right? So for tomorrow at night, right, before sleeping, I'll just make like a small to-do list that I have to finish, let's say history notes tomorrow. Let's say I have to finish my math homework tomorrow. And all of these things that I have to do, right, which I deem important throughout the day, can be put on the to-do list. So that's pretty basic. Now, another thing that I do, I can say that is related to to-do lists is whenever I have weekly goals, right? So let's say I write on Wattpad, right? So on Wattpad, I have to make a new chapter and put it out weekly. Or even like ma'am will say that today I've given you these notes, so write them and submit them next Sunday or next Monday, right? So in these cases, when I have to remember dates or it's next week, but obviously it's important information that I can't lose or I can't forget. So then I'll make small sticky notes of that and just put it on the cupboard, and that just really helps out. Basically, when you have a to-do list, it just makes it a lot clear of the things you have to do, and you can prioritize things much easier. So that's why they're just really helpful. Now, the second thing is listen to music, right? Now, this particular point can be used in any way or at any point in time except for the point where you actually have to go through the chapter. So let's say you're studying the chapter, right? You're learning answers, so at that point you don't want to listen to music because it'll distract you. But let's say you're doing some assignment, you're doing a project, you're working on a project, you're writing something, you're finishing notes, you're doing homework, anything else that can be considered important to you, right? You can just listen to music. Now, why listen to music is something that I have put in a different point and not just an accessory. So the thing is, you see, everybody listens. Many other people just listen to music while doing the studies or writing homework, etc. But mainly the thing that is the most important is if I'm listening to Blackpink or BTS or Selena Gomez or someone like that when I'm studying, then I'll just probably end up singing along to the song, and therefore it will take more time to finish, and I'll be less focused on the task that I have in hand. So that's why it's very important. When you're playing music, right, you should rather play either classical music, which is just like a sitar and everything, or instrumentals. But instrumentals is also a bit less preferred. Why? Because you still have the same song, so if you know the lyrics, you'd rather just sing along. The best thing you can probably do is go search lo-fi, right? Go to Spotify or any of your music streaming app and search lo-fi music, and then listen to lo-fi music, which is the best because it's just beat one. Then there's no lyrics, so you, even if you listen to the beat a lot, your mind won't tell you to sing along, and you can't beat along except if you're a beatboxer. And yes, that's besides the point. So one of the artists that I follow is Lo-Fi Girl, which is pretty much one of the, you can say, one of the most famous artists related to lo-fi music. She makes these public playlists, and many of them are just many hours long. It's like 13 and a half hour or so, or 13 hours long, and some of them are 1 hour, 3 hours. There are a few playlists, so I would recommend you to go check those out because they are amazing, and I use them whenever I'm doing anything except for learning answers or anything productive. So yeah, that's the second thing. Now, the third thing is use a timer slash make a deadline. Now, there's a slash because it's a same concept, just used in a different way. So I'll tell you guys both of them. Now, the first one is obviously use a timer. Now, these are in two different circumstances, both of them. So I'll tell you guys. Now, let's say ma'am gave me a homework today, right? And I have to submit this next Thursday, right? I still have a week, right? It's all okay. I don't have to rush things, or I don't have a deadline that is very close to me. So what I can do is, if I'm free for like half an hour or so throughout the day, So what I'll do is, or maybe even if I'm free throughout the day, but I just want to study for half an hour, so I'll take out my timer, I'll put a timer for half an hour, I'll put on my Spotify lo-fi, and I'll just have everything, all of the other tech devices on mute, and for that next 30 minutes, I will just focus 100% on whatever I'm doing, right? So I'll do the 30 minutes worth of homework that ma'am has given me. Now, why this helps? Now, the timer concept helps when you actually have a deadline. So, I'll go to the second concept. Now, deadline is basically when you're very close. You can say it's a deadline because when you're very close to submitting something. So, we'll use the same homework, right? Now, I've done 60% of the homework, and today I realized that shit, I have to send the homework tomorrow. I have to submit the homework tomorrow, but because I had used the timer concept and I just worked full on 100% focus for 30 minutes in just a week before when I was free. So now what I can do is rather than sit for 1.5 hour or so, right, in just one session, sit for 1.5 hour and do the let's say whatever homework I have, right? Rather than that, I'll just have to sit for 30 more minutes or 40 more minutes to finish the homework, right? And this is just really you could say it just lowers your burden because when you're free and you do stuff like this, it just helps you over the time, right? And I started doing this, so every day we get a few assignments, right, that we have to do, plus we get notes about every day. So what happens is that I use this thing where whenever I'm free, right, whenever I don't have anything to do, like I've binge watched like 7 episodes of Naruto, right, I don't want to watch any other series, I've already gone through YouTube, there's no new content. So whenever I don't have anything to do, right, so I'll just sit down for like 40 minutes or 1 hour. Usually I sit down for 1 hour, but I'll sit down for that 1 hour with all of the notifications of all of the other devices off. I have Spotify open on my laptop, and then I'll just sit down and focus on whatever homework I have. And what you can do is, let's say you put a 40-minute timer and your homework finishes in 20 minutes. So rather than just stopping, if you have any other homework, right, however big or small it may be, just finish it. Make sure that rather than using the timer as a time given to complete a specific homework, you are using it as a time to be productive. So if I set a timer for 1 hour, even if I finish the homework in 40 minutes, right, I'll just use the other 20 minutes to do something else which I know is productive, which I should do, or which is a necessity for me to do, or is going to be a necessity in for the future. So yeah, those were the three things that have helped me a lot to get my day productive. So hopefully they'll help you too. Right.